Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Right there.
180. Regular.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
61. Matchbox lights.
Whip. Watch.
Rail. 49. Check 49. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-4.
Done.
They'll run on first down. It's Stevenson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
In your face.
Run.
Tight dog. Wide. Get wide.
Topper.
Mayfield down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 4.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
It's going to be a long day.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check.
Hey, one, Omaha.
Garoppolo on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line.
Sideline as a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Hey, Haywood.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Watch the pass.
Third and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
They run the counter. Stevenson. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Check 13. Check 13.
Garoppolo now. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the shot.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line.
Pull it together.
Mayfield on first down. He's able to find Wallace. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
59, 59.
Regular. We own them. Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Intended for number 14, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Oh, you got deep?
And again, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield with it once more. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
First down, Mayfield. Rodgers brings it in. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Bang, 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 bang. Switch.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will make it 6-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check the backer.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on through. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now 6 of 10 in this first down. He's got his guys a first down here.
Twenty-one.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
11.
Check out, hot.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
It's just me and you. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
21.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
53, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
On second down, Mayfield again. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield down. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And what a return as he brings us with all the way back to the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 18-yard line.
Watch the alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Mike.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Keep running.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, it's Stevenson, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Check, 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 check.
On third down, here's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
McCaffrey, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Johnson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Run. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing. Mayfield. He's able to find Wallace. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Watch this. Hey, alert!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That one caught by Ellison. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Here we go.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score.
Here we go.
From
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home. Check 3. 21.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Big air, big air, big air.
21. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo shedding through the defense. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Switzer on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert 33.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play fake. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 32 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Mayfield, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
White.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd and short.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Get that ball. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run on first down. Stevenson, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Check 50. Check 50.
Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch out.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Let's go.
Here we go, here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Good. 20. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. Here we go. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, check.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right